All right, we good?
I know for sure I gotta like turn yours up because you always be like,
I just got to get closer. I could be forgetting. I'd be like back here.
yeah.
Just like put your seat up like pretty close. That's what I did with mine. True. So like kind of forced me to like stay close to it.
Facts.
All right then.
All right.
Go ahead, Senor
Start this
Etienne.
off.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to Los Mafiosos. Today we got myself, Etienne,
Malik.
And Jose.
and today we're gonna start off with passport bros, right? The men who understand that Western women are drunk off of Kool-Aid, and the past is. Wait, hold up.
What was I gonna say?
I'm trying to fucking read this off of my fucking head. Hold up. All right. Men who understand that Western women have drunk the Kool-Aid past the point of no return and got their passport to enjoy happiness and peace with fit, friendly foreign women.
Yes,
Now-
sir.
My personal thoughts are, I get why these men are doing it, because not even recently, just like over time, you kind of realize that Western women are just like, well, mainly because of social media and stuff, how like women, like Megan Thee Stallion, Taylor Swift possibly, and like there was one other one, Cardi B. That was the one that I was thinking of while I was driving over here. How they basically
Taylor Swift is foreign?
No. I'm talking about the
mainstream.
The mainstream.
Okay,
mainstream
gotcha.
media. The mainstream media.
I was gonna say what?
I guess like
That's actually my future wife
female
right there.
figure for younger women's for the upcoming generations, right?
It's toxic.
Yeah. Basically influencing women to just see men as a paycheck and shit like that, and to just constantly be on the psychological warfare with them to try to gain as much as they can before they just cut them off and go to the next one.
And bro, also like they got like some feminist type agenda. It's like y'all know what a feminist is, right? That be them women who always talk about, men are to blame for their problems. Men this, all men are rapists, all men are bad, blah 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 blah. They blame men pretty much for all their issues. Like I'm like, sometimes you're gonna have to take some personal accountability for the things that you do in your life. It can't always be blamed on men. Yeah, there are some men that do shitty things, but that doesn't necessarily make all men bad. Like you can't generalize some men for some shit that you had dealt with in the past. Like that, I'm sorry, but
That's kind of funny because like the feminist movement that's going on right now, or rather that's like the one that's being promoted as much, is actually the opposite of the actual definition, which like is the advocacy of women's right on the basis of equality of the sexes. And yet women, or rather the spokeswomen's that are like talking so much about it, they're basically just like kind of rewriting the whole thing of it, basically being like, hey, women should just be better and we should have everything on a silver platter type shit.
See,
But now,
no, go ahead.
you sure?
You got it?
Yeah.
All right. No, I was gonna say, but now going back though, no, you go ahead, cause like I'm about to like steer.
Oh, I was gonna say
You
now.
guys go ahead.
Now
You guys
with
have a
that
little thing
definition
going on.
you just said, I have no problem with that. Equality
Right.
all across the board, but it's when you tear down the other sex to make yourself seem more superior. Like, bro, like it's just the shit that I be reading online that get under my skin. I shouldn't let that. It's the internet, but I just be like, bro, stop. I hate the generalizations that they make about men, bro. It's not right, bro.
Yeah.
Like you can't.
There is, I don't know if you guys have seen, and then I'll say what I was gonna say. It's a YouTube video, but there was a clip on TikTok. Pretty much the guy is interviewing girls. I think it's in Las Vegas, and pretty much he tells the girl in a relationship of a guy and a girl who's like. Wow, fuck, I forgot.
Expected to pay on dates. I think.
No, not
Was it
the pay on
the-
date. It's like who's the one, like who's the better person, something like that, or who's like who's higher in that relationship.
Right.
The girls say like, oh, the girl is, and then they ask like, oh, so like every girl just generally should be like put up on the throne and being like, okay,
Like
like
on a pedestal?
on the pedestal, yeah. And then the girls were answering, yeah, like because we're the shit. We're like blah blah this and that. And then the guy like asked them like, so in a relation that is a girl and a girl, who is the one that in that relationship? Who is? And then pretty much they were like
pants type
yeah,
thing.
yeah, and they were like, oh, both of they are. So then he went like, okay, so like you're saying that in this world there shouldn't be no men. and they just stay quiet. And of course, they were trying to like bubble it out more and making it more, you know, like, okay, like, you know, there is definitely a problem here in this society and this and that, whatever.
And sometimes they kind of want to retract of what they're saying. It's like, oh, no, I'm not talking about this or
Yeah,
that. It's like,
yeah.
you're kind of presenting something kind of opposite of what you're trying to say, which is like kind of leading to like most women end up actually being hypocritical people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they don't want to take accountability on it. And rather than take that accountability to themselves and work on it, they just say, oh no, it's because this person did this to me, or that person is doing this, or that person said this to me, which is why I reacted this way. It's like, if that's how you see it, how about take accountability of your reactions? Don't focus on what people do or say. Just focus on how you react and go from there. So rather than you being a hypocrite, just let the other person be wrong and you be right in your moral standards, and just keep that straight line, but still take accountability to yourself.
But see, that's the thing, though. They
don't
never
want
been.
to,
They don't
right?
have to take accountability. It's always been to the point where they can just put it on men, and then we just supposed to take it and not say anything. Like, why do we have to take the blunt of that? Like even
Because men are not supposed to feel. That's why.
that's stupid though, because it's like, and I seen something on Facebook that pissed me off, and I read the comments and I was looking at the shit women was commenting. This girl had commented, she was like, "I wish we could pick our babies' fathers." I'm like, you cannot be fucking serious.
Damn, for
Did
real?
you really just say, "I wish
my
we could
God.
pick our babies' fathers"? Like, so the person you choose to mate with and have a baby with, you had no say in that, and then they try to like dog the baby daddy out. Like, well, bro, you the one who gave him pussy, bro. Like, what does that say about you, bro?
Yeah.
So you had no choice in that. You had no accountability in that. Like, come
Yeah,
on,
it's-
bro. Come on.
It can be wild. But anyways, now going back
Yeah, go on.
to like how you like had it opened up. So why you think that this, let's say, people are going more out of, let's say, United States
Out of the Western side. Like
to
out
go
of
to
the
other
USA.
countries and all that to find women?
You were going to say something. Go on.
Oh, I was gonna say probably due to the lack of respect that's here and all them psychological stupid ass games, hot girl summer, all this other bullshit.
The boss bitch movement.
That's what I'm saying. We don't got to deal with that overseas. Over there, the women probably see you as equal because the culture is different. But they got
Yeah.
this. Oh, the woman is always right. All this other bullshit going on over here. Like, dudes over there, we get respect. It's like over here, it's like it's different. I just don't like the feminism
Over
movement.
here is kind of like you're playing a wrestling match against a sumo wrestler. You could do as much as you want. They're not going to budge, but they do one thing and you're just going to go flying off the rails. Which my take on it is like, because I had personal experience from like, I have four foreign girlfriends and like others that are from the States, right? All four of them, we had mutual like respect to each other, like while we were dating, and when it led up to the point of like us breaking up, it was like no big fight, no psychological warfare type shit, or like no disrespect to anyone. It was just like, all right, I think it's time. It was like, we need to sit down, talk. Sometimes it was me sitting them down. Sometimes it was them, and like it was the same thing. It was like, this isn't working out. You're leading yourself towards this path. I'm leading myself towards this path, and it's like just too much distance, and we just don't have time to each other. And it was just mutual respect, and we just cut it off. And I think one of them I'm still friends with. I don't really talk to them no more. Shout out to you, but well, no, cause she's cool. Like we're cool. And that's about it. And I just don't really fucking talk to her that much right now. But
I mean, definitely, like, for me, and I guess, like, this is where, you know, you meet people and you learn, like, if they're actually, you know, like, already matured, you know,
Right.
And they're more, like, you know, as a grown adult, emotionally stable or whatever. Not everybody can be the same because of whatever, you know, how they grew up, you know, parents, etc., influence, you know. But for me, communication is like the big main thing, you know.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I feel like it's like generation nowadays and the new generations like is like doing really, really, really bad. Like they're getting together and not putting, you know, no labels, nothing like that, and just like they asked if someone pops the question like, hey, but like, so like, what are we doing? Like, you know, is this going somewhere or this and that? And either the girl or the guy, because also we have to, you know, kind of backtrack.
Let's be real. Sometimes it
guys,
be us. Sometimes it be us.
There's guys, you know, out there for sure that ruin the fun for, you know, the nice guys that already, you know what they want from day one.
Benito.
But anyways, what was I gonna say? Yeah. So, you know, fuck. I lost my.
Have you ever had a dream that you do?
Oh, bro, I'm recovering from last night too. Yeah.
He's still recovering. Well, these two are still
I'm
recovering.
still
But your eyes are red.
I was responsible anything working.
You got here late still, anyways.
I still. Oh yeah. Okay. Granted, I still got here late, but.
But what I was saying, because I'll repeat back, rewind the. Either the guy or the girl will ask, like, okay, so, like, what are we doing? Like, where is this leading to? And the other person will say, oh, I don't know. Like, I'm just having fun. Like, aren't you having fun? And then the other person's going to be like, yeah, you're right. But that's where
like,
they
they
fail and they don't say, like, you know, what they actually feel. Because they don't want to lose that person. They still want to, you know, spend more time with that person. And then that's where you, like, damage you as an individual, being a girl or a guy, even more because now you're low-key don't want to let go of that person because you have hopes that it will turn into a relationship, and then it doesn't, you know. Now once the other person doesn't feel the same as you, decides to basically, you know, leave, then you end up being heartbroken because that person from the beginning saw no attachment except for something that you can entertain them in that moment.
I mean, if you kind of think about it, for some reason I just gotta pick this up. This analogy that just popped in my head is like, depending on which one is like doing the playing, right? The one that's like messing about, just having fun. It's like they're pulling a rope, and at the end of the rope is like a big wad of cash, right? And they're just slowly pulling it, tucking it. But once you get that like slack, like that tension is like basically that question of like, depending on the partner, like asking that question is like, hey, where's it going? At that point is like, if they want to keep going, they'll keep tugging it and they'll like release the slack, and then they'll end up getting the wad of cash, actually basically meaning they're actually going to get in a serious relationship and work on it, you know. But others, which is most likely the common response, is
Whose fault is that?
the one where once they get that slack and they get that question, they just let go of the rope and they're like, there's a better bag somewhere
Right.
else, and they just go from there.
It's crazy how that works.
What?
Is that your phone?
It might be my phone. It's connected to my iPad.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a random ass call. Hold up.
Probably one of those spam calls. That's why I
Pause.
always got my shit on Do Not Disturb.
But yeah, I don't know. That analogy just kind of popped in my head. Depending on like who's the one playing, they're just kind of tugging a rope, wanting that like prize pool at the end of it, but they don't want the responsibilities or like
The one,
like they don't want to put in the work kind of
Yeah.
type thing. They just want the prize, and they just want to have the fun. They don't want something like with foundations, I guess you could say.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, now, I guess you could say like that's the easy way, where like the girl doesn't want to do like not even lift a finger to, you know, clean or whatever, you know, around the house. Which I'm not trying to like, you know,
Which
put it to that level, right?
there's some
Please.
who are like that.
Oh.
No disrespect. I've had
Yeah.
some who are like that, and I was like, that's fine. I like cleaning and cooking. Like, y'all know me, I stay cooking. So
Yeah.
for me, it's like, if I get a girl and they're like, I'm not the type of person that cooks, I was like, that's fine. That means I get to cook more.
Yeah, but what I'm gonna say though is, oh fuck, dude, my brain is fried.
Literally fried.
Yeah, fudge. What was I gonna say? I hate this. Shit, go on, say something, Malik. Cover me.
Is that a like a disqualifier? Like if she can cook, I mean if she can twerk but can't cook.
Twerk.
She could twerk but can't cook. For me, it's like, I mean, hey, slap that thing on my thigh, boy. No.
But I mean, I was
nah.
gonna say like, definitely things are changing, you know. And I guess the best way is to adapt. I mean, unfortunately, yeah, you're gonna learn the hard way versus the easy way. Of course, the people who are already more experienced, they will kind of warn you, but you being so naive and still don't want to like see it for yourself, you will. But eventually, yeah, you just learn. And I mean, the best thing now, and the advice that I even follow myself, and I'm doing a really great job on this, is like take it slow. communication is key. Don't jump into it. Because, like I said, like maybe you might be the one with a really great communication, this and that, whatever. But that person isn't, you know, like I said. And then that's where it comes to, like, you know, okay, now we're just wasting time, or you're wasting my time and this and that. And it just gets, you know, nasty. And then that's where, like, you know, our heartbroken kings be saying, you know, like, oh, girls ain't shit. And then our heartbroken queens say, you know, guys ain't shit. So it's a thing that, like, I don't know. I think, like, yeah. And now going back to how you opened this, out of all the in other countries and all, I mean, there is the same, like, how do you say, like, dating kind of, like, you know, lifestyle here, like over there, but more like, you know, capital cities. But that's because, yeah, like, social media is a big, you know, influence.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I feel like it's worse here in the States. It's because, like, let's be honest, the States is, like, by far the most social media driven country in the world.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like,
absolutely.
China, they don't advertise anything.
They don't play that shit over there, bro.
Exactly. Like, they have, like, a hard block on, like, what they show and type shit, you know?
For good reason.
Japan is, like, super traditional. They just kind of, like, do the same thing, but they kind of keep it into the core of, like, everyone is like, hey, this is what we are. This is what we do. If you want to go out, by all means, do it. But most times than not, they just stay inside because there's, like, you know? While over here, it's like, it's kind of more of, like, just a trend seeker type of environment where, like, you just kind of want to see what's going on and just keep.
But hey, like I said, another also cool thing, which, you know, shout out to the real ones, the queens that are, like, not afraid to say it, and they say it proud, like, you know, OnlyFans have been taking off like that, fit pics and this and that. Hey man, nowadays girls are definitely, you know, putting the bag in there, and I mean, which I guess that will be like another topic for another podcast. Will you date a girl that you know, her main income is OnlyFans and spicy content? For me, I mean, bro, I say bring it in, but we'll talk a little bit more about that. But we already reached that mark, so do you guys want to add a little last little thingy?
I think I said everything I needed to say on that as far as.
Why you smile like that, bro? What the? It's like when the teacher, like, calls you out in class, like, yeah, no, I'm good.
I'm laughing at what you said about the
OnlyFans teacher's pet. No, he's good.
Good. Any additional topic? I mean, comments.
Additional topics. No.
Comments.
Any other comments? I would say would be
about this. What we're talking about.
For anyone really, like, on both sides, wherever you are, just have a lot of self-respect.
And communicate too.
Just communication. Literally just communication.
Key,
nowadays, I feel like if you go out there and out of 10 girls, you tell them, let's say, like, I just want to fuck, probably, like, half of those 10 girls will say, like, I just want to fuck tonight too. And
nice.
Low key, you're done, bro. Low key. Like, that ratio is growing more. Just like guys wanted to fuck, there's girls that also want to clap cheeks. I mean,
What did he say?
what?
Some heavy shit.
All right, that's it, guys.
Hey, yo, pause. What do you mean?
All right, guys, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for hanging around with us. Let us know down in the comments, what do you guys think? Any additional comments or anything like that. But please subscribe. Help us, you know, get that number up. And thank you for the ones that have been commenting. We're trying to, you know, reply back as much as we can, get engaged with you guys. But yeah, thank you. Subscribe, like, and comment, and see you on the next one.
Appreciate y'all.
You never know. We might bring up what you said down below in one of these.
Yeah, if you give us suggestions also on topics, and we'll pretty much be like, yo.
Or we could possibly add on into it if enough people are like, hey, could you talk more about this and whatnot.
Big facts.
Yeah. All right. See ya.
Love you guys.